Hi all, Adrian from Our Wales Adventure here, sitting here in an evening on a swing that we just cobbled together, shoved into a tree just because. Sorry for the slow update, but here it is. It's going to be cobbled together all in one take, done on my iPhone, no luxuries here. Just going to see how these kind of updates and things go. Obviously, it's been a while since we actually landed, and again, apologies for that. Would appreciate your thoughts really on how you want these updates to come. Thanks for all the kind comments to say you can't wait, and all the kind comments about welcoming us to Wales and stuff. People even asking us about whether we're going to do a YouTube channel. Don't know, what do you reckon? We could do. Yeah, let us know your thoughts. I'm happy just posting here on Facebook and Instagram, but I know that the time limit on those, so yeah, we'll just do this one just off the hoof on my iPhone, and we'll take it as it comes. But just to let you know a little bit about the place, the cottage we bought, farmhouse we bought, was with 60 odd acres of land. But the farmer who owns that land and bought the property initially has decided to keep the land and sell the property. So we have, I think, just under an acre here, something like that. The old part of the house was built in the 1700s, and the new part of the house, as the farmer said, was built in the 1800s. So super thick walls. We'll show you around that at a later date. Reason for the slow update is, we have been going ham, the four of us. There's myself, Janitha, and two boys, trying to make sure we've got the bare essentials like hot running water, and a shower, and just not living out of boxes and suitcases. So we are getting there slowly. We can't quite believe kind of what we have achieved, I guess, but we've also been contended with getting the area clear, the land clear, so that we can park cars and stuff like that. So just going to do a really quick tour of the outside today, and just see how it goes. Let us know your thoughts. You'll see that we're well in the thick of this project. We're here for the long haul. There's plenty to do, but I think you'll see the potential as we go round. So I'm going to start off by getting off this swing. So we have this half of the land here that, so basically the land is split in half. The house is in the middle of it. And then we have the same as what you can see on the other side. We've just been clearing this. If you've seen photos from the beginning, you'll know that this was waist high with long grass and all sorts of horrible things in terms of weeds and stuff like that. So we have this barn here. I'm going to take you along here and we'll show you what we've been opening up. So here we have what we think was an old pigsty slash something like that. It's kind of pretty run down, but I think we're going to turn that into some sort of garage. We've had to clear some of the trees that are on the front here because it was so dangerous pulling out of the site, out of our gateway. So we've had to chop down some trees, which is some of what I'm burning. So there's Ethan just wandering in the background. So we found old walkway up here. This was all fenced off. What did he trips over? This is live, folks. This is live. So this is a barn, big old A-frame barn. We will quickly show you inside. So this is kind of some of what we bought the place for. Hopefully there's no birds in there that can fly in at your face. So here we go. Nice big A-frame. Needs a lot of work. Hopefully going to turn this into maybe holiday lets, or just one big space that people can rent out, and we can do various different things in, using it as storage for wood and materials at the moment. We have a little room here at the end of here, but this one will unfortunately have to be pulled down. As you can see, the inner wall has completely caved in, and so it's not safe. So we've cleared it, ready to rent a digger and pull it down. So I'll go back down here. Try not to trip over again. And then we have this kind of area here that we think used to have a couple of dogs in it, but we're not really sure what to do with this yet. We have what's going to be called our shed, and this is going to be my workshop. So this bit here was built in the 1700s, one up, one down. It's actually written into some really historic books about the original frame of it, which unfortunately a lot of it doesn't survive now. We're going to use it as what we call the loft. So we're coming round the end of our building now. So this whole back bit is workshop and storage, and then we've got the bit midway along, and then the front, which we're using to live. Look at this view up here, guys. This is why we chose this spot. We do have a road that's very close by, but we have back here as well, and we have already spoken to the farmer who's going to also let us buy just another acre higher up the hill, so we can be a bit further away from the road. So we're coming into the other part of the property now, down the other side. And we have here, so here's the rest of the house. Got another little bit here that we're not really sure what was stored in that. And we have an old chicken shed behind us, just here. Massive chicken shed. And then we have what we call in our garage, which is pretty large, like a double-sized garage, but we're not really sure what that would have been used for. We do know they used to have a forge in it, and there was a farrier that used to live here, which is pretty cool. So we're finding all sorts of like horsey bits whilst we're here. We have this corner over here, which, as you can see, is the only bit we haven't cleared yet, but mainly because of the foxgloves, I think they're called. Janitha really liked them, and so she wanted just a few of them to stay. And then we come up to the end of the other side of the property, where we have this lovely old gate and just loads of fields. And then the last building maybe to show you is this one, which is pretty mega. Look at the size of these boulders. Can you see that compared to my hand? Look at the size of them. I mean, they're absolutely huge. Considering this building is from the original like 1700s, they're just humongous. How the heck would you lift that up there? We have no idea. What do we know in the modern age, eh? So this was originally an old dairy, and some of the original fittings are still in there. We can't get in there because the roof has collapsed in, but we reckon that could be an off-grid holiday let. What do you reckon? It's quite big inside. We've got this other building on the front, so that's what we're thinking for this area. And then I'm going to take you around to the front. We're on the 494 here, so deliberately so that we're near lots of places, not too far away from everything. We looked at places that were like way out in the sticks, you know, half an hour off track, but just kind of wasn't our thing. So we ended up being here. So here we are on the front of our property as a car just about goes past. Yeah. So maybe not everyone's cup of tea being so close to a main road, but we're kind of used to it living in Peterborough, and we were on a main road anyway, so we kind of thought, well, why not? So yeah, that's our property as it stands at the moment. Hopefully you can see some of what we've done in terms of clearance and getting rid of a load of stuff that was just historic and unfortunately had to go. As you saw earlier, we are sort of getting rid of some rubbish on a fire, because we can do that here because we've got space and we're not going to upset anyone. So yeah, there you go. There is a quick tour. We're about 10 minutes now, so I know that's kind of getting towards the limit for Instagram maybe. So I'm going to just end there and give you another update. Let us know what you think, and do let us know what you think about YouTube. Not sure about that, but if you're up for it, then I'm up for it. So have a great one. Really hope you're doing well wherever you are, and speak soon. Bye.